Okay, so I'm in the tackiest room in my house, this being the utility room, what we call the utility room. It's where we have our washer and dryer. It's where we keep some of my clothes, pretty much all of my clothes. And I give Mrs. TP2 every other closet in the house, but that's a whole nother video. Anyway. But this is where we have also our air handler for our forced air system, our central air and heat system. Inside, a lot of the houses that are built nowadays have the air handler in the attic, which I think is a horrible place to put it, but a lot of people do, and they put a pan underneath it to catch the drip, the condensation. Well, this unit is 27 years old, and I attribute its longevity to that right there. The brand, I worked there for 42 years making these things, helping to make these things. Anyway, a few months ago, most of you that follow me closely know that I remodeled my house. In fact, it was a year ago. Remodeled my house. And what had happened was the drain, the condensation line out of this unit, the inside unit, the air handler unit, the condensation line got stopped up. And when it got stopped up, it got backed up. When it got backed up, it started running on the floor. And I didn't see it apparently for several days, and it really messed up my floor. I'll show you some pictures of it right now as I'm talking. So what I did, well, let me show you this first. Let me show you something first. Well, here's what I had. This came out of the unit like this on the bottom of the unit. And it's basically a P-trap like you would have under your sink. It's just kind of a handmade P-trap. And this was what I had on it for 20 some odd years, 25 years or so. And what happens, the water comes out, and I've got one hand on the camera so I can't do this, but basically water comes out of the unit, the gray part there on the right, and it makes a loop there and comes down, and it came, when that part that's coming down right there came down into a pipe that went through the floor and out, exited under the house, exited outside of the perimeter of the house finally. So anyway, this got stopped up, but instead of this, when this failed and made us put brand new floors, which are nice, don't get me wrong, but made us put brand new floors in our home all the way throughout. The two bathrooms have tile, but this is what we put down. It's a very nice, hand scraped, I guess, or something. Anyway, instead of this, because this failed, I bought this. Okay, I like the heck out of this thing. It is called an Easy Trap. I saw a plumber on YouTube recommending this. He said he has never seen someone who had one of these in their house have a failure. So what this does, it's your P-trap, just like this. However, with this one, you have access. Pop that little old dude off. You have access to pour bleach down in it. You have access visually to see what's going on here. You have access to clean it. They give you this little brush to go with it. And you clean it out. It's not easy to do with one hand, but I'm doing it. And you clean it out. But you also have a plug here, so you can clean it out all the way up in your unit. So I'm going to highly recommend, I like the fact that I can come in here, pop one of those little red caps off, pour some Purex in it, and it keeps my lines clean. Now that we've got, I knew once we put in the new floors that I was going to want an insurance policy, shall we say. Anyway, my whole point about this is to recommend highly this. Pick up the box here. Easy Trap. Instructions on the back tell you how to do it. It's pretty self-explanatory, not hard. So what you'll do, dry fit it, make your marks where exactly you want to put it, and then install it. But this is glued now. All this is glued up now. Haven't had any problems. I do check it from time to time. When it's running, you can see it kind of gurgle and whatever, and run up here and run out. It's a beautiful thing. Easy Trap. I'll put it on my Amazon store, and I will put it a link to it beneath the video where it says show more. Easy Trap. I really recommend this. Don't ruin your floors. This is probably a large reason for water damaged floors, and that, I think, will solve that. Easy Trap.